Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back, I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Peekaboo, I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2021, the album, Shimmy Shimmy, Dad, F. Hey little thing, let me light your candle, cause I'm on a who? I'm sure hard to handle now. Yes, I am. Rock on, gold dust woman. Boost! All right, let's get into this video. You guys can't see this because you can just see the ring light, I guess, but I am sitting in complete darkness over here. Here, I'll show you. I'm afraid to turn this down because I don't know if I'll get the ring light back again, but I'm sitting in complete darkness right now. It is actually Monday evening at 10:02 p.m. and I was uploading videos over on my computer over there, and my husband is upstairs. He is currently watching Gossip Girl, and I was looking at the weather, and the weather for tomorrow in Indianapolis is supposed to be beautiful. It's supposed to be like 87 degrees and not a cloud in the sky. It's supposed to be just gorgeous all day long. Tuesdays are my home group night. I go with my good Judy, Tanya, Jean, and my other friends, and we go to our home group for recovery on Tuesday evening. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to pre-film some videos and have them up for Tuesday, because y'all know I love to post videos and I love to film videos. I filmed 2 already tonight. I have filmed so many videos. I started a video for my Peter Does Stuff channel, part 1, that I have to film part 2 for it tomorrow. And so anyway, I wanted to do all this and then go to the pool tomorrow. I'm sure more drama will pop off, and I'll probably have to film a second video before I go to my meeting. But hey, that's what you do when you're a drama channel in the Midwest and it's 87 degrees outside. But anyway, it's so dark in here I can hardly even see my fan when I flip it. But I'm basically ready at this point for the Cirque du Soleil. I mean, if Cirque du Soleil calls me up, I'm going to say, listen, okay? I am on the first flight out to Las Vegas to be in your new Cirque du Soleil show. I love that. Do you love the Cirque du Soleil? I love it so much. Anyway, before I get into this video, I have some things to say, so I need to put a little bit of lip gloss on. Now, yesterday, in case you haven't watched it yet, my first video that I posted second was about the fall of James Charles and Jeffree Star. The second video that I posted first was about Gabby Hanna, and that she had come out and posted a little music video kind of thing, and go watch that video because she basically said she's leaving the internet. Okay, but what was interesting was that I had done this first video about James Charles and Jeffree Star. And it was really about James Charles because I had seen this thread. This is about James Charles trending. I'm going to tell you in just a second, okay, for yet again, something that you guys are not going to believe. Well, maybe you will at this point. I think this is part of the problem, okay, is that James doesn't think that he did anything wrong. He doesn't think that he has anything to grow or learn from. He's taken down his taking accountability video, so obviously he doesn't feel like there's anything in the video that he needs to take accountability for or anything that he did wrong, right? And he's just moving on. So I had seen this thread on the Beauty Guru Reddit that was talking about how James Charles had posted this new video, which was about doing TikTok makeup hacks. And that people were like, you don't, like, the thread was saying that he doesn't act like as if anything has happened. Like, nothing's changed, he's just the same James Charles and whatever, right? Well, nothing has changed, okay? He hung out with his friends for 3 months, he went to Camp Coachella, he didn't work on himself. Because if he had, he would have come out and he would have said, hey, I worked on myself. I went to counseling, or I talked to this person, or I sat down and I worked with this person that told me, like, hey, maybe these are things that you can do differently or whatever, right? And so myself and others had said, hey, it's just a matter of time before something else happens. Now, little did I think that it was going to begin, and this is not a huge issue, but it is problematic in that James doesn't even see putting this out there into the world. There might be something problematic with it, okay? Now, James has since taken this picture down from his Instagram story, so I'm just going to have to believe that the picture that I saw posted all over Twitter is in actuality a real picture, but it's on James Charles' Instagram story. You can see it at the top that it says James Charles. I will put the picture up here somewhere, but what he did was he posted a picture. And he said on the picture, hold on a second, let me get into, he's trending like #1 in the United States, okay? So, in this picture, he posted, just to give you guys some context for this, hold on a second, hold on. I have to go into this. He posts this picture, and the picture is him like getting ready in this mirror, and then to the right, which I'm going to cut this part out, he has his computer open, and he is watching a Minecraft streamer who is a minor. Okay, I think he was 17 years old, and underneath the picture, James Charles said, "About to get glam featuring," and he puts the person's name. He tags him in it, playing some game to keep me entertained, is what he says. Okay. Well, a lot of people caught this. Now, what I was saying was interesting was that I had just done this video yesterday, okay? Or today, earlier, which is your yesterday, but my today. Starting to sound like Janis Joplin, you know? Anyway, you know, trading all your tomorrows for one more yesterday. Okay. Me and Bobby McGee, Janis Joplin, stick with me, people. But anyway, so I had done this video, and I was talking about how James Charles is doing things very similar to Jeffree Star that has started to cause the downfall of Jeffree Star, all right? That they're not getting as many views on their videos, and that nobody really cares about even the serious drama, which isn't really drama, of the allegations. You know, just like Jeffree Star with like the racist stuff, it's like it's just one after another, and he's never really addressed it. And so the same thing is happening with James Charles. It's like one after another, and people are just like so saturated with it. And I had said this in a video that I did the other day. I said, you know, it's interesting to me because when I first started doing drama in 2016, September 1st of 2016, the drama wasn't like super serious, okay? It was like, oh, so-and-so released a makeup palette the same, like Manny and Jeffree released palettes the same day. Now, it's like all of the drama, which isn't even really drama, is so dark. I don't even know that 5 years ago, most drama channels would have touched it. I don't really think that they would have talked about it. I think because it would have been so serious, we really hadn't seen anything at that time from these major beauty influencers, right? It was like this whole world that loved these beauty influencers, and then they would get into a little bit of drama, right? But it was like Nikki and Paris Hilton back in the day showing up at a nightclub, and it was like this huge thing, right? These, you know, these girls that weren't 21 were in a nightclub. It was like that kind of drama. Now, it's gotten so serious and so dark that I think like people, to some degree, I mean, there's 2-hour videos about how problematic James Charles is, right? Well done videos, you know? And I think like D'Angelo Wallace's video that he ended up taking down about Shane Dawson, you know, it's like, I think there's all of these really well done videos out there documenting these people, and it's like it's gotten so dark that I think that what's happened is that people are really saturated with all of this. So, oh, James Charles did something again where it involves somebody that's not 18. Surprise! I mean, like, that's how people are about it. They're not surprised by it, right? And I said this in my video yesterday. If you didn't catch it, it was at the very end. One of the things that is so concerning to me when I watch all this is when I'm reading a thread like this, and people are like, James, I'll stand by you no matter what. Or so-and-so, Gabby, I'll stand behind you no matter, I mean, it's like, or Shane, I'll stand behind you no matter what. It's like, I don't care who it is, okay? I don't care if it's the most beloved person on YouTube. To say that you would stand behind somebody no matter what they did, like I said this yesterday, I'm going to say it again, that's a really scary thought, okay? That you would stand behind what somebody did, not knowing what they're capable of in the future, okay? You would stand behind what somebody did no matter what. A person you've never met that you just happen to watch on your computer, your phone, or your TV, okay? Or your tablet. Like, that's really, or your tablet, that's really scary that you would stand behind that, because these people continue to be problematic. Oh, I'll excuse it away. So I noticed that James Charles was trending on the Twitter, so I went over because I wanted to see what people had to say, and here it is. This is what was said. YouTuber James Charles attracts criticism after tagging a 17-year-old Minecraft streamer in an Instagram story, and I'm not going to put his name underneath here. In July, the beauty influencer posted a video discussing allegations that he'd been with underage fans online, saying at the end of the day, as the adult and the person with the platform, it was 1,000% my responsibility to be doing my due diligence and checking into the people that I was speaking to, and I failed to do that, okay? So then what we're seeing is that was in the open conversation video. Here it is. It's not even, you know, another week later, 2 weeks later, and he's been posting videos of makeup, TikTok hacks, and all this other kind of stuff. And here he is again, okay? Now hold on a second. This is not the first thing that happened. This is the second thing that's happened since the open conversation video has come out. Okay, now don't forget, when he posted the Let's Have an Open Conversation video where he addressed his being gone and coming back, he also deleted his video called Taking Accountability. He didn't address why he was taking it down in his video, so we don't know. Did you take the video down because you don't believe that you're accountable for these things? Or did you take it down? What was the reasoning behind that, James? We still, to this day, don't know, right? He didn't say anything in his open conversation video about any kind of work that he had done on himself, right? He talked about that he had taken time away and that he was hanging out with friends and he went to Camp Coachella and all this kind of stuff, but he didn't talk about what work he had done on himself to learn to be different. Now, we remember in the previous video, he said he was doing this and reaching out to these people, which he did acknowledge and confirm that he had done that on, I think it was 2 accounts, when there had actually been more than that, okay? And yes, some of them were fake, and we know that, but there were several that he did acknowledge and take responsibility for. He said it was because he was desperate. Now, whether you're desperate or whether you have a serious issue, okay, don't you think even at the amount of money that he has, taking a hiatus off of doing his job at his age would give him the opportunity to go meet with somebody professional and sit down and say, hey, I need to talk to somebody because what I define as desperation is getting me into a lot of trouble and it's affecting my career. What could I do? And that professional would probably look at James Charles and say, this isn't desperation, this might be a problem. I'm just guessing, but I could be wrong, okay? And then that person might be willing to help James Charles. James Charles didn't address in his video the fact that he had gone to get help because he really didn't get any help on this, okay? If he had, he would have gotten a video and he would have said, I've been talking to somebody, unless he's so afraid to acknowledge the fact that he went and got help, because if he went and got help, then it would acknowledge that there was a real problem. See what I'm saying? So this is, again, smoke and mirrors. Let's just save the career. It's not really about changing as a human being. And I've said this time and time again. If these people really put effort and, whatever work into really changing, okay, then we wouldn't have to have one apology video after another. We wouldn't continue to have these problematic things come up because we would see that they really had changed as people. They would regain their platform. People would believe in them again, and we wouldn't see more problematic behaviors in the future. That doesn't happen with the exception of a few people, okay? Oh my God, my battery's gonna die. I can't believe this. This doesn't happen. Let me finish my thought and then I'll change my battery. This only happens, I've seen like Manny MUA has changed. He's talked about the work that he's done. He's talked about that. Laura Lee, they've stayed out of drama. They haven't been problematic again, and they've really tried to better themselves. And we've seen that with the 2 of them. It is possible, right? But the work has to be done, and we have to see these people like James Charles be willing to do that, okay? But he's done 2 really problematic things since putting out his open conversation. And these are what they are. And now I'm going to go change my battery. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. The first thing that James Charles did was he came out and he asked people to contact him in his DMs. He put this on his Instagram story to help him with his thumbnails, okay? Now, why, when you have been accused of having inappropriate conversations with people in their DMs, would you ever ask, right on the heels of you coming back, people to contact you in your DMs? Makes no sense whatsoever, okay? None whatsoever. I don't know why he would think that that was okay to do, okay? It just, I mean, from a public relations point of view, it is really, it looks horrible. It also says, I haven't learned anything, and I don't think there's anything wrong with me contacting people in my DMs. And I guess, it's, I don't know. He said that he had realized that TikTok wasn't a dating forum, but maybe he thought, I don't know, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, it's fine, but he came out and he said to people to contact them in his DMs. Now, I said this the other day in my video, and I'm going to say it again because I think it's appropriate, okay? Why that is concerning to me is this, is that, I don't have a huge following, okay? I don't. But I get so many DMs on Instagram and Twitter that I can't even keep up with it. Thank you. It is very flattering, but I can't keep up with it, okay? I try to do my best to go in and answer a couple of them a day, but I can't. So, for example, when you open the messages on Instagram, okay, you get to see, here, I'm going to go into my requests for a second. So, hold on a second. Let me find somebody that has sent me something on here, and I will give a little bit of a shout out to them. Oh, well, here, okay, is Melissa J, and she just reacted with a heart. All I can see is her name, her profile picture, reacted to your story with a heart. face emoji 23 hours ago. If somebody leaves me like a sentence, like a message, it comes up and it says like mentioned you in their story, or okay, somebody here is saying something about Gabby's video, and I can just see the first sentence and then it says 3 hours ago with an emoji. I have to go into the message to read the whole thing. So if I'm gonna do that, right, the only thing that I can see is the picture, the person's a profile picture, and I can see the message they sent me. So to be the new graphic designer for James Charles and to go in and for him to see that and acknowledge that, oh, this is a person that would be good for my graphic designs, on the level of the amount of DMs that James Charles must get every single day. I want to go in. I wanted to check this anyway to see. Oh yeah, anybody can send him a DM. But anyway, the amount of DMs that James Charles must get on all of his social media platforms. So you're going to tell me that the way that you're going to pick the new graphic designer to do your thumbnails is you're going to get it from the DMs. Well, that means that you would have to go through your DMs, of which he probably gets thousands a day, right? And when you're looking through it, all you're seeing is the profile picture of the person that sent it to you and a very short message that wouldn't even probably have anything to do with graphic design to begin with, or the thumbnails. So what is it that you're picking from, James? The resume of the person that they're sending to you through a DM, or the profile picture of the person that's connected to the message? That's what I'm wondering, okay? That was the first problematic thing that James did. The second thing he did was with this picture that he posted on Instagram today. And he took it down, didn't acknowledge it. Of course, he's not. I'm sure James is like probably really upset, and he's like, I was just watching this video and people are mad because blah, 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 whatever. No, you intentionally tag somebody because he is trying to always be on the heels of the next up-and-coming TikToker, YouTuber, whatever, which the reality is that the majority of these people that are getting really famous are under the age of 18, okay? And that's part of the problem, is that James is just trying to get their clout, and so he's constantly hanging on the heels of these people like Charli D'Amelio that aren't even 18 years old yet, okay? And that's a problem. So James just needs to do his thing and do his makeup, and I said this months ago. If he would just do his makeup, I said this TikTok thing, I said this months ago. I said this TikTok thing is it's gonna be a problem for him because he's hanging out with people that are much younger than him, and he doesn't see why that's a problem. And then he probably took this picture down and he's probably like, whatever, I'm over it. What's interesting is when you go over to the comments of the top tweets that people have commented on underneath here, it's very interesting. So this person says, James Charles, let me get to the top of it. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, I just had that. I just had it up. Why is it doing that now? Oh, maybe did they block me? Oh, well, I have it screenshotted anyway. So let's go in here and I will read. Oh, no, I have that. Okay, so here it is. So this person said, James Charles, stop interacting with, especially publicly when you are well known for this kind of behavior. And then someone said context, and then they tweeted out the picture, and then someone said they go in, and it's just like saying all this stuff. More people need to start taking this seriously. He's only doing this repeatedly because no matter what, his fan base supports him, and people stop caring. And that's what I was saying, was that people just, they don't hold James accountable. This is why cancel culture is temporary and doesn't actually work. Someone said it doesn't work because there is such a negative view on it, because there are more instances where people get canceled or attempted to be canceled over either SHI toot they said decades ago or just dumb SHI toot. Even though cancel culture is mostly BS, James does deserve to be canceled, someone said. Someone said, nah, he deserved to be off the internet. Okay. Someone says he's at it again. That's twice this year, isn't it? Someone said, of course he's at it again. He's had so many, okay. Someone said, I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of James, but he's just watching a person play Minecraft. Again, I don't support him, I'm just very confused. And someone said, I think it's very weird for him to continue to try to befriend people that are not 18, knowing his track record. Someone said, how is watching a Twitch stream categorized as trying to befriend them? Someone said, I mean, most online interactions start with posts like this. I doubt this person will reply back, but it could be seen as him trying to reach out and talk to him. If he didn't want attention from the streamer, he wouldn't have posted about it. He tagged him in it. That is interesting, you know. And someone said, he didn't say anything in his story about reaching out, though. It's the same thing as anyone. He said he may not have stated it, but not many creators, especially bug creators, post about other creators without wanting to work with them. It's the obvious reason many people tweet at each other. The different, or if they're friendly with that person, or, I mean, the reason I would tag people is because I'm friendly with them, or I think they're nice, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like that, or somebody that I know, that I talk to behind the scenes. So that would be the case, or he is trying to get that person's attention, or just saying, hey, I like your videos, or I don't know. Needless to say, it is problematic. I'm wondering why I can't go in here and see this person's tweets anymore. Maybe they deleted them? This is interesting to me. I mean, surely they didn't block me this quickly. I don't ever get blocked that quickly. Okay, these only followers have only confirmed, oh, this guy has privated his account. Interesting. Okay, but you can still see it when you go underneath here. People are, oh, James, hold on a second. Oh, James Charles is trending, wonder what he did this time, goes on and on. People are calling him out left and right. We ain't having this. Someone else posted this, a different picture, the same picture but a different time, and said, okay, so anyway, it goes on and on and on. I did not see this picture on Instagram, but I did see pictures with him in like very similar outfits, and so, yeah. I'm like looking at it, it's got all of his equipment behind it and stuff. Here's another one. They're all taken at different times, all these different pictures. So I have to believe that, he had it up and he just took it down. Anyway, let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. Do you think it's problematic? I mean, James eventually is going to have to just realize that maybe I don't interact with anybody unless they're 35, you know, or 25 and over or something like that. And it's not necessary. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.